What we do at Black Fox Athletics is provide old school training in a new school way. There's a lot of new fitness trends happening all the time. People are doing all kinds of stuff. And at the same time, there's a lot of really old and perhaps even outdated methods and techniques. And so what we found over the years is simplicity is key to life. Simple doesn't necessarily mean easy. Take handstands, for example, or single-legged squats. Now, for the average person to do these things excellently, it's quite difficult. And when I say excellently, I mean to the standards of traditional gymnastics or traditional weightlifting. Let's take isolated muscle contractions, for example. So some of the oldest strength training methodologies involved isolated muscle contractions. And unless you're a bodybuilder, a lot of people don't focus on these things. Isolating your lat is very difficult, very simple, but hard for many people. And yet it's incredibly important to be doing something like pull-ups. Okay, so what's the innovative part or the new school part of the training that we provide? Well, that has everything to do with our coaching. At our gym, things are always evolving dynamically. We're always trying new things. My coaches are always learning new things. We're always pushing each other to be better. But at the end of the day, we really just focus on doing simple things excellently. We really look at how movement is created, and a lot of that has to do with neurology. Instead of trying to apply a one-size-fits-all to every single person. Let's take the squat, for example. There's a lot of people out there who say, hey, people should be squatting exactly shoulder width, or with their feet exactly shoulder width, or a little bit wider than shoulder width, with their feet turned out exactly 11 degrees would be optimal. But why is that? I mean, stance should really depend on your tibia, fibia, and femur length, right? The ratio. In addition to what kind of bone rhythm do they have and the purpose of the squat. Let's take a basketball player. If he's trying to improve his jump shot, does he really need to squat standing any wider than his jumping stance? Would he actually need to go deeper than a quarter squat for the jump shot? Now, if you wanted to improve other things, then for sure we need to change that up. But for the average person who's looking for variance and fitness, is squatting in the same position all the time truly variance? We do here that a lot of people find strange is unilateral training. We have some people for a period of time only training one side. We are all asymmetrically developed, and before someone can do things with both sides at the same time, it's really beneficial to train one side in order to make sure that the other side is not compensating. And it works, and really that's the most important thing. Making sure that you look at each person individually and finding the key to each person's development. That's really important. I mean, aside from the training methodology and the coaching that we provide, I know it sounds really cliche and everybody says this, but seriously, everyone at our gym is so goddamn nice, and it's really like a dance party in here. A lot of nights. Providing old school training in a new school way, so not your conventional mainstream fitness classes or anything like this, but traditional gymnastics, traditional weightlifting, relatively traditional athletic training with innovative coaching in a really cool, hip environment and a very industrial gym.